first down here for the offense. Give to the running back. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The give to the tailback. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
I'm a big believer in taking shots early in the game and being aggressive and showing my team I got confidence in them. Let's go make plays. First drive, already taking shots down the field. Nice job, nice pitch, nice catch.
Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Not much room. He gets 1 down to the 7. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6. About to have the 9th snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. He makes a grab, and he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Goal line defense, and he gets nothing as he stopped right at the 2. So the San Jose State Spartans offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Spartans send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. On the return, it's Parker. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on 1st down finding positive.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Underheat, and he gets rid of it. So no dice on 3rd down, and they'll punt it away on 4th. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. On 1st down, here comes this offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He'll pull it down and run. They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. This offense has a 2nd down play. Out of the gun, the inside give. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Harris. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. Trying to get to it. And the defense gets to the quarterback. How many problems does it cause for an offense when the D can get pressure from its nose tackle?
He's usually a guy that sits in the middle in two gaps, and it's really hard to rush the passer, but really nice job using his hands, getting to the quarterback. When a nose tackle gets a sack, everybody gets excited because that guy doesn't get many of those.
The Spartans will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the move, it's Parker. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Gets it out quickly. Turns it on in midfield. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Going to the running game. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. They'll give it to the back. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. They've got him looking to run, but they're going to throw it. Fires to the big fella. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Grabbed behind the line. It's Blair. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, UCLA! Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that. Nice job.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Georgia Tech has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Bobby Dodd Stadium. They're up by 7 over Georgia Southern.
They'll start this drive with a pass.
We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. No matter the sport, he epitomized the UCLA mantra, be quick, don't hurry.
I mean, what a great job of being quick off the ball. Defensive lineman, you got to be quick off the ball if you want to be disruptive, get in the backfield, and get to the quarterback.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Looking to pass on second down. Quickly complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. Makes a move. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. The hand to the running back. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is four-down territory. Pressure coming. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
And the Bruins decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. He'll come out throwing on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Harris. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too. To the ground with the back. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. A third and short coming from their own 20-yard line. Looking to throw for it. Finds his man. It's Balkinson. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. The Spartans getting set on first and 10. He's going to pass. He'll throw it. He's got his man. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. He's looking to throw. Out of the backfield, he's open. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. The aerial assault continues. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. He'll bring it back. It's Parker. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
On third down, he drops to throw. Lofts one high and deep. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. The Bruins will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Comes out throwing on first down. Caught. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be second and 3. Offense in a bunch formation. Leaves it with the running back. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. They'll try the run. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on third down. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak.
Touchdown, Spartans! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and they capped things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Handoff to the lone back. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They'll try to get it through the air. Got a man. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. And the Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go to the ground. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's the handoff. Can't get him to the ground.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation now becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
He's looking to throw it. He's got the back in the middle. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Looking to move it through the air. The throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They have a first down at the 41-yard line. They want to just keep throwing it. complete to the left. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. They're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Unloads to the wideout. He caught it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Spartans.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. NC State has the lead right now. This team can really open up the playbook at times, but I'm not sure this game is over just yet. They're up by 6 over Duke. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Just enough time to get off one more snap. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Quick completion on the out route. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters from there in Pasadena today. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the Rose Bowl.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, this San Jose State offense trying to get this ball moving. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the 1st half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the 2nd half.
They'll try to run for it. Nice move there. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting 1st downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Caught close to the marker. It's Harris. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. And the Spartans are moving quickly down the field. They're going to run it. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Spartans will call on their punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Gets open down the middle.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense. Looking for room, it's Blair. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll leave it with him. Still on his feet at the 45. He just broke the century mark, 100 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. The Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. A little screen to the running back. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The lone back's got it. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. They're bringing heat. Going to try to get it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50+, and he did it with ease.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The San Jose State offense is back on the field. Using the quick game. Here on 2nd down. Let's see if they keep it on the ground. The play action fake. Finds a spot in the middle. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Gets it out fast. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Running back searching for a hole. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. After picking up a couple of 1st downs already on this drive, they'll snap it from close to midfield. Sweet cut there. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a 1st down. They believe they can run right here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He sends 2 wideouts right, 2 to the left on 2nd and 9. After run, now throw. He's got it. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. And the Spartans are in the hurry-up. They go to the ground. And he doesn't quite get the score. Ridden out of bounds at the 3. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Right back to the well. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. And how about this defense snatching at least a chance for victory away from the jaws of defeat?
And I just love the effort, too, Reese. I mean, this has been a long, hard-fought type game. It's been a physical game, and a lot of these guys on defense, they played a lot of snaps. They are tired. But in this situation, you're seeing the effort, guys flying around, creating a fumble. Boy, it does not get better than that.
Fires to the big fella. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. To the air on first down. Fires left. A flag flies in as this one falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Snap in the shotgun. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
So now they'll try to mitigate that disaster on second down from the 15. Takes the handoff. It's Blair. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Feeling some heat. They're working that left side. He's finally got it out of bounds, and even with that kind of pickup, they are still short of the first down. And the Bruins will bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
That's the end of the quarter. San Jose State is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Using his feet to buy time. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the offense. They'll throw it on first down. They're trying to get to it. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
How about the aggressive play calling? Love aggressiveness, bringing the free safety down, blitzing him, you could tell, completely disrupted the offense. They didn't know how to handle it. Free safety chases the QB, gets him on the ground.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Handoff from the shotgun. At the 35, he's got room. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. And the Spartans want to move quickly.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, San Jose State. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Notre Dame is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a close one so far in South Bend. They're up by 8 over Navy. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29. On second down, they'll take to the air. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. He makes the connection. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Bruins will line up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Guys, this San Jose State offense trying to get this ball moving. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads it downfield. Reels it in down the left side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Quick strike complete.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The Spartans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Trying to surge it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll try to slam it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, San Jose State. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
What a day. His 3rd rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. UCLA will go back to work on offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Blair. Makes a catch and knocked down. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's loose. He's at the 10. Touchdown Bruins! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The San Jose State offense is back on the field. Going up top on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide out in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. On target to the left. Running through contact. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
An offense has practiced this situation. This is 4-minute offense. You've got the lead late in the game. You're trying to bleed the clock and just get first downs. They do that, they stay in bounds, and the clock keeps ticking.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. The give as they work on that clock. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Looking to throw on 2nd down. The sweet feet buy a little time. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Madden. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. What a disappointment. No good. After the miss, the lead still at 11.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Got his man quickly. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Plows through the defense. He's going up top here late in the game. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Wants to throw on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He wants to throw it again. Gonna take a shot. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, going up top. Oh, picked off. Looking for more room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock one more time, but this one is just about in the books. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure that this doesn't happen next week again.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.